The entire world is talking. Because the American giant, the M1A1 Abrams tank, isn't just a machine anymore. It's the symbol of unstoppable ground dominance, a steel titan that refuses to bow down, a war machine that has earned respect in deserts, cities, mountains, and battlefields around the world. And today, on Auto Trend, we're taking you deep inside the legend that reshaped modern warfare, the M1A1 Abrams, the original U.S. Army variant that started it all. The story begins decades ago, during a time when militaries were desperate for the next breakthrough in armored warfare. Cold War tensions rising, superpowers clashing for influence, and the need for a tank that could outlive, outfight, and outmaneuver anything built by rivals. The United States wanted more than strength. They wanted perfection. They wanted a tank that could dominate every environment without compromise. And that's when the M1 Abrams program was born, a project that would lead to one of the greatest military engineering achievements in history. But the M1A1, that was the true evolution. That was the tank that took the original design and turned it into a battlefield masterpiece. One of the most revolutionary aspects of the M1A1 is something the world still admires. Its armor. Not just any armor, Chobham composite armor, a protected secret recipe of metal alloys, ceramics, advanced layers, and classified engineering. An armor so strong that enemy rounds often disintegrate on impact. Generals from other nations still call it ghost armor, because nobody has fully replicated it. Chobham wasn't made to just deflect bullets. It was created to survive direct hits from high-velocity anti-tank shells, shaped charges, and even some early anti-tank guided missiles. When soldiers sat inside the M1A1, they often said one thing: it feels like sitting inside a steel fortress. But armor alone doesn't define a legend. The heart of the M1A1 is its firepower, and this is where it delivers the kind of performance that stunned the world. The 120mm smoothbore cannon. A cannon so precise, so powerful, and so reliable that it became a global benchmark. When this cannon fires, it's not just a blast, it's a statement. A message to the enemy that distance, cover, and armor mean nothing. Every shell fired from the Abrams carries the reputation of American engineering. Each round is designed to punch through layers of steel like butter. On the battlefield, soldiers said a single shot from an M1A1 could end an entire engagement. That's how deadly and accurate it is. But the tank's engine, that's where the Abrams becomes truly unique. Instead of a typical diesel engine, the Americans gave it a gas turbine, an engine inspired by jet technology. This engine doesn't just roar, it glides. It delivers smooth acceleration, rapid response, and enough power to push a 60-ton beast across deserts, mud, rubble, and steep slopes. When you hear the Abrams moving, you hear a soft turbine hum, something so different from the loud, clanging diesel tanks used by other nations. The Abrams doesn't just move fast, it moves with purpose. It moves like it owns the terrain. And that mobility became one of its biggest advantages in combat. In multiple conflicts, Abrams crews were able to reposition, flank enemies, and dominate the battlefield with surprising speed. Soldiers often said, "It's not a tank, it's a steel rocket on tracks." Inside the M1A1, everything is designed for the crew. The fire control system is so advanced that it feels like the tank is thinking ahead of the gunner. Computer-assisted stabilization allows the Abrams to fire while moving, with deadly accuracy. Thermal imaging allows it to hunt targets at night, through smoke, fog, and dust storms. Many enemy forces couldn't even see the Abrams, but the Abrams saw everything. Crew survivability is another engineering triumph. Unlike many tanks where ammunition is stored dangerously close to the crew, the M1A1 uses blow-off panels. This means if the ammo gets hit, the explosion is vented outward, not inward. Countless soldiers credit this feature for saving their lives, and this is where the genius of American design shows. The Abrams wasn't built just to win battles. It was built to bring its crew home. On the battlefield, the M1A1 became a symbol of psychological shock. Enemy forces often retreated the moment they saw Abrams silhouettes emerging through smoke. Soldiers reported that its presence alone could change the outcome of a battle. That's the power of legacy. That's the power of reputation. Throughout conflicts, from iconic desert campaigns to harsh urban environments, The M1A1 proved that reliability is everything. Tanks break down, machines fail, but the Abrams kept moving. It kept firing, it kept protecting, it kept dominating. And what's even more impressive, even with modern upgrades like the M1A2 SEP V2 and V3, the foundation remains the M1A1. That shows how ahead of its time this tank truly was. A design so strong and so balanced that even decades later, it still forms the backbone of one of the world's most advanced armored forces. Around the world, military experts study the Abrams to understand the perfect combination of offense, defense, mobility, and crew protection. The M1A1 is not just a tank, it's a masterclass in design philosophy. And here's the real power. Even after decades, the Abrams is still respected in global military discussions. It has evolved, modernized, and adapted to new threats. But the heart and soul remain the same. The M1A1 became the blueprint for every future variant, and a nightmare for anyone facing it in combat. This is more than metal, tracks, and ammunition. This is American engineering excellence. This is battlefield supremacy forged into steel. This is the M1A1 Abrams, the tank that redefined what dominance means. This journey into the world of armored legends is brought to you by AutoTrend, your channel for military, automotive, and high-powered machines that shape global strength and technology. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, because we are bringing you even more powerful, high-impact videos soon. This is AutoTrend signing off. Stay powerful, stay curious.